Hello everyone, my name is Kira Pones, and today we are actually creating a hotel for our outpost Zamanja, our town build here. So we needed a majority, or a place for a majority of the town to actually sleep in and reside in, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to build like 20 different houses in this little area, so decided to throw in a hotel. For some reason, as you could see right there, when I'm in the building mode, sometimes the stuff that was here that I scrapped before show up for like a split second. So you'll see that in the build quite a few times. Just let's just try to ignore that. Here I wanted to put a back door in, I just couldn't figure out which door I wanted to go with, but then later on I realized the back door thing doesn't really work because it's right at the edge of the settlement, so I switched it into something else. And here we are with like the front porch-esque thing. I wanted to make sure I had railing going around the entire side of it, but for some reason right here it wouldn't click in, so I did have to use the mat trick to get that little extra piece to fit in, and it's a little bit crooked, but it kind of fits since there's a huge rock there. And voila, there we go, it fits. Just getting the mat out of there and to scrap it took a little bit of work to actually find it in there. But we have our front porch done for the majority of it at least. And so now to start building the walls and the roof as well. So I knew the upstairs area wouldn't fit right if I only used the upper floor shack floors, and I wanted to not use that one staircase that is like a whole block wide. So to get around that, I used the shack floor, or the upper shack floors, on the places that I knew there'd be a hole, and then on the rest I just use regular flooring so I can use any stairs that I wanted to, and then also makes it so the walls fit really nice up top. And here I wanted a half wall to stick out so there's a little bit more room back there, but it wasn't working, so I just decided to build it off with a full wall instead. A little bit of editing here and there, and now we have our first room actually finished. And this is just me overviewing what I have done so far, where I think I need to add more walls, and what I want to do with this doorway area here. To me, it's still seeming like a good idea to have a back door there, but I changed my mind. And now here we have our little counter that the hotel owner would stand behind when they were allowing new guests in. Then here is a good thing to see how you want to use different walls for everything and not the same wall, because it'll start to just look like everything's meshed together and it won't have very much like diversity in it, and you want that diversity. You want to make sure it's not the same thing over and over and over again. And then here I was having troubles figuring out what kind of roof I wanted, but I decided to actually just go with regular flooring because it's flat, and I was thinking I'll go ahead and put the generators up top on the roof too, that way they're not super visibly seen, and they'll be able to power up the entire building as well. Man, I took a long time looking at roofs. And we have our second story finished. Well, not completely, but for the most part. And then it was getting dark, so needed some rest to make it daylight again. That way you guys can at least see something. And then these are to be our rooms. I knew I wanted them on the sides because I'd be able to fit 4 instead of just 3 long ways. And plus the little hallway effect looked nice too. So we went ahead and put them on the sides here. They are a little bit small, but I mean, with how much room you have to work with at the outpost, there's not a whole lot. So this will have to do. Everything looks good. The rooms have their basic area now, and now just to add the doors. For the doors, I didn't want every room to have the same door. I wanted to make sure that they showed us something a little bit different for each room. So with different colors and different material doors as well. And then I was going to number the rooms like this too, but they just, I don't know, the lettering was too small. I was hoping for something bigger. And then for some reason this sign would go into the wall instead on the outside of the wall. I was planning on that little room back there being the actual hotel owner's room. So I was trying to figure out a place to find it. Finally, I figured out I could just stick it in the corner here, and it actually looks pretty nice. Then this is where I realized I don't think this is going to go well. So I actually also realized that the hotel would probably need a bathroom. So I instead extend this one piece out and make this the public bathroom for the hotel. These walls were giving me the worst trouble. It took me a few tries, but I finally got them all to fit. That's something you have to do with the Fallout building. You have to keep deleting things, trying to get other things to snap. It's rough. And then instead of just the regular support beams for it, I decided to go with these kind of different types of shack supports. They look nice, and also they're different from everything else I've used in the build. And then a quick overview, and everything looks good. It looks nice. So then tomorrow I will be coming out with the actual tour after everything's decorated, so stay tuned for that. And of course, thanks guys for watching, and have a good one. Bye-bye.